Hello students. So you have gone through the notes about procedure-oriented and object-oriented programming difference and the basic element of object-oriented programming, that is class and object. I'll explain it through a program, a small program. I'll do the program both using procedure-oriented concept and object-oriented concept using Java language. So the question is program to add two numbers. Very simple program. It will take two numbers, add them and give the result. First I am doing in procedure oriented form. In the procedure oriented form, let us see how the program proceeds. Class, let us say addition. Here why I am writing addition? Class, because Java supports object-oriented programming strictly, so everything must be done in class. In other programming languages which are actually procedure-oriented programming like C, Fortran, Pascal, there we don't need the class. Then here the function public static I am taking fixed set of value. Let us take two variables. In A equals to 5, B equal to 6. I am doing sum. In C equals to A plus B. Then I am writing system dot out dot println C. Now see, this is a program written in Java though, but it is actually following procedure-oriented concept. Why? Because the entire emphasis is given on the process. This inside one is your process. This is entire thing is the process of the program. And how the execution begins, when my execution starts from the main, this is our first statement will be executed, where two variables will be initialized with the value. Second statement, the process. So this is your actually input. As I am taking fixed set, so this is input. Next I am doing the process of the thing on that input. And the third step is our final output. So the problem starts from the front. It executed first line, second line, third line, and then the program ends. So this is your top-down approach. So when I am using top-down approach in a programming, it is a procedure-oriented programming. Now let us see the same program in object-oriented concept, how it takes care in object-oriented programming form. Question remains the same. I'm just rubbing this part. Now in object-oriented programming, just see the change of the class addition. Here the emphasis is given on the data. That means whatever the program is taken as input or whatever the program will give as output, those data are very, very important and crucial. It should not be accessed by outsider. It cannot be altered by outsider. So it needs to be secured. How it is keeping secured? It is taken separately, int A, B, C. So these are the three datas, two for input, one for output. Now I am using different functions. Here we will use functions. So void, let us take one function as assign, which will assign the value and then I am finally doing the addition over here in the assign function, and I am writing another function for display. Void display will display the output. Now comes our main method. Here what I am doing, just see it. Now let us see the difference. You can see the difference. First of all, the program in length, it is increased. This is entire class. Now class is divided in two parts. This is one part of the program. This is another part of the program. This part is your data part. This part is your method or function. These are the methods. Now, these data can only be accessed by these two methods. Okay? In the main, what I am doing, main is actually outsider, because when we run a program, the outsider, the user, can only access main method. Through main, we can enter in the program. So main part we can term as here the outside world is accessing your program. Outsider is accessing here. So here when the main method program executed from here, this one is your object. And this one is your class. I created an object OB. Now what does OB contains? The OB contains whatever defined in the class. If you remember the definition, class is a template with memory partition. One for the data, another for the methods. Now when we create the object, it will access these things. Now through the object, just observe, I'm calling the function. Now see how execution takes place over here. Our execution enters from here. First you create the object. So first thing is this one created. Next, when object is created, these three memory, then our assign function works. So when assign function works, the control move over here and this execution, assignment of the values and summation takes place. Then display method will be called and finally you get the output. This one is your bottom up approach. Why bottom up approach? Because first you have to define the class, then only you can create the object, and then you can call the functions and run the program. So execution takes place from bottom to up. This is bottom up approach in procedure oriented top down approach. I hope you have understood the difference between procedure oriented earlier one and the object oriented concept now. Thank you.